Hi, second grade. Mrs. Houts here. Welcome to Phonics and Spelling. Today is Monday, November 16th, 2020. So in this picture, I have just one spoon. But what about if I add more? Now our word turns from a singular word talking about just one to a plural word talking about all of these. So we would have to add an S to the end and our word would be spoons. I have many spoons. So this week we are focusing on plural nouns. Remember, a noun is a person, place, thing, or animal. And plural means there's more than one. So if we have just one of something, that's called a singular noun. But when we have more than one, that is plural. We use plural words all the time when we're speaking and when we're writing, even if we don't realize it, because we're often talking about more than one thing. Now, in my spoon example, I added S to the end of the word to make it plural. This is very common in a lot of words that we would just add an S. So, for example, if I'm talking about just one of you, I would say student. But if I'm talking about all of you guys together, I would add an S to the end of the word for it to make students. Now, there's a very special rule that tells you when you should add ES instead of just S. If a word ends in S, SH, that makes that sh sound, CH, that makes that ch sound, X or Z, then you need to add ES to make the word plural. So let's look at our spelling words. Our first word is hens. Can you say that out loud? Hens. This is talking about female chickens. So if we were just talking about one hen, maybe this one right here, our word would be hen. But we're talking about more than one, so we add an S to the end. Now repeat every word after me after I say it, okay? Eggs, eggs. If we just had one, it would be egg. But when we have more than one, we add that S to get eggs. Ducks, ducks. If we just had one, it would be duck. But when we add in more, like in this picture, we have ducks. Names, names. If I was just talking about one of you and said, "What's your name?" that would be singular. But if I say, "We have many creative names in our class," that would be plural, adding the S on the end. Bells, bells. Just one, singular, would be bell, but when we add more, it is plural when we add an S. Bells. Stamps, stamps. Now, this could be talking about two different kinds of stamps. It could be talking about the stamps that we would put on postage to like mail letters. That would look like this. And if we have more than one, we would say stamps because we'd add that S. We could also be talking about stamps in the second picture, like where you push it on a piece of paper and it leaves ink. If we have more than one stamp, we would say stamps. Bikes, bikes. Now don't let this one trick you. If we have just one bike, there's that silent E at the end. So in this word, we actually still only are adding an S to make bikes. Grapes, grapes. Same thing as the last word, We have that silent E at the end already for the word grape. So to make it plural, we add just an S. Boxes. Boxes. So this is one of our special words. If we have just one, it's box. So that ends in an X, and that's one of our special words. That means we have to add after the X, ES to make it plural. Boxes. Wishes. Wishes. As in, I made many wishes when I blew out the candles. So if we had just one, if you made just one wish, it would be wish ending in sh. That's part of our rule, so we have to add ES to the end to make it plural. Dresses. Dresses. If we have just one dress that ends in S, that's part of our rule. We have to add ES to make it a plural word. If we have more than one, dresses. And last, dishes. Dishes. Now, if you only have to wash one, that would be dish. But to make it plural, if you have to wash more than one, you would add ES for dishes. All right, that's the end of our list this week for our plural words. Please take out your planner and write these words on page 45 on that side where it says spelling. I know that some of you aren't writing your spelling words, so I really want to make sure that you write these words. And after, highlight over the S or the ES at the end of each word to remind you of what makes it plural. You don't have to turn anything in, but if you'd like to, you can turn in a picture of your planner page. Thank you, second grade.